Ooh, hello everybody. Good morning. I see people are already here. That's what I'm talking about. Some of y'all be on time. You know what I'm saying? You just be on time. Like, I just appreciate you. Welcome to Success Saturday. I am Lakisha, your certified life coach. I've actually been certified for about 7 years. My anniversary is in August, so it'll be 8 years in August. So I just want to say welcome to Success Saturday. This is our free life coaching session, sort of. I'm basically giving out information, but putting my 2 cents in as a life coach. So I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for waking up this morning and clicking on this video. And if you think this video is worth watching, please share this with friends and also hit that like button. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Theodore Linda. Hi, Mama Davis. Hi, Michelle. Yes. Come on in the room, tribe. Come on in the room. So we have a lot to talk about today. We are at our last session for the health-a-thon, y'all. That's right. We have been talking about health for a whole month. This makes a month. So I hope you have all of your nuggets stashed away in a nice journal somewhere, all the good nuggets we've been talking about. Our first one, we talked about mindfulness and how important it is to just be aware what's happening, to stay present. A lot of humans stay in the past, but when you are mindful what's happening in this moment. Like, I'm mindful in this moment of you being here, of you chatting with me. I'm mindful of myself sitting in this chair and looking at the screen. So that's mindfulness. Our second part was about meal planning and eating and the importance of intentional eating, or what some people call mindful eating. And then last week we talked about exercising. And if you are not part of the Facebook group, go ahead, get in. Go ahead and get into the Facebook group, because I just posted last night, I think it was last night, a free exercise plan. You could just download it, and it's like just a calendar for a month. And one calendar is filled with exercises and one is blank, so you can put your own exercises in. So I'm kind of getting used to creating these like freebies for you. So continue to look for these freebies. When I feel it's appropriate or it makes sense, I'll create a freebie. But you can only get it if you are in the Facebook group. So go ahead on in there. Good morning, Tanya. How are you today? Good morning, Adrian. Good to see you. Good morning, Vicky. So I made 2 people wrenches for Success Saturday, 2 new people. First of all, Trika and Michelle, they're my wrenches. And I also made Vicky and LaFrancis a wrench. So thank you, Vicky and LaFrancis, for joining the Success Saturday team. However, I don't know why it doesn't show. Maybe because we're on StreamYard. I don't know. I can't see the wrenches on here. It's kind of weird. But nevertheless, let's get started. We always start with housekeeping. Make sure you have your journal out, your Success Saturday journal. And I'm kind of sad, y'all, because I'm running out of pages. I just love this. My friend Crystal gave me this as a gift at a conference, at a planner conference. And I just love it because it says Sister Friends on the front. And I told you these women remind me of you all. But in the inside, there's like scriptures on every page at the top. So it's just an edifying little journal. And I just loved it. But it looks like, how many more pages I have in here? I'm going to tell you, I only have these many more pages left, y'all. Is that one? Wait, is that one page? Oh, no, that's like 2 pages. I got like 2 or 3 pages left. So I'm going to have to switch my journal out. I've been using this all year. I'm kind of attached to it, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm going to have to change this soon. Yes. So also, if you have not seen it in the Facebook group. I changed the cover because I just had on Michelle's beautiful shirt. Yeah, if y'all didn't get that shirt from vivonalley.com, go ahead and get that shirt. Say "Walking in Your Purpose." I think she's going to release it. It's part of a sub box, but I think she might release the shirt to be sold individually. And I had this book in my hand. So if you go to the Facebook group, you'll see the cover page that I changed. So yes, Success Saturday is based on my book, Try Success, It Won't Bite, How to Live Your Best Life Through 10 Principles of Self-Excellence. So that's what we try to do. We try to be excellent towards ourselves because we spend so much time being excellent to everybody else. Oh, we excellent to our husband. Oh, we're excellent to our kids. Oh, we're excellent to our mamas. But the question is, are you excellent to yourself? That's the real question. So that's what we talk about in that book. So thank you so much. Oh, yeah, you got your shirt there, don't Linda? Woohoo! You got your shirt. Yes, I love that shirt. It's awesome. And thank you, Vicki. That's right. If you have not liked, please like, because we need to tell YouTube this is a video worth watching. We're always helping people. And I feel like the more people who can see these Success Saturdays, the better. So if you have anybody who is struggling with life issues, who just needs like a community to join, please tell them about Success Saturday. Okay. Okay. Pinky swear. All right. So today, so last week we talked about exercise. That was really good. Today we're going to be talking about mental and emotional health, but I titled it on the thumbnail stress. And I'm just going to give you my stress testimony. I'm just going to tell you about stress with me. And you probably can relate to my story. I know I get on here and I look all put together and stuff, but at one point in my life, I was mega stressed. For those of you who don't know, I am an educator and I used to be a principal of 2 schools, and I did really well. I loved the kids. We increased test scores. We made the culture better, but it was at the sacrifice of my mental and emotional health. I became really depressed at one point. I just mentally and emotionally was just utterly exhausted, and stress was really taking over my life. And I had to make some serious changes. So I ended up leaving being a principal and working at a nonprofit, only to find out that the extreme change between being in a high-paced career like that and then going to working from home. I went from being a principal of a school with over 1,000 students and over 180 employees. I had 180 employees under me. I went from a principal of that magnitude of with millions of dollars that I was in charge of to working for a nonprofit and just working from home, and I was training people how to be principals. And little did I know, I went from one stressful situation to another because that was an extreme lifestyle shift for me. And I actually got depressed. I got really bored. And because I knew I didn't want to go back to the principalship, but because of the drastic change in my lifestyle, I didn't understand it or know how to handle it. And so I was still depressed. It wasn't until probably I would say like a year into working at the nonprofit where I discovered meditation. And it was so funny when I discovered meditation. I feel like somebody told me about it or I heard about it, but I didn't really understand it. So I decided one day I didn't know what I was doing. I decided one day to go in my closet and just sit on the floor. At that time, I was in a bigger house than this, but I didn't own it. I was renting it. I own this one, but I was renting that one. And I was sitting on the floor in this huge closet, and I closed my eyes, and I just started saying, I am. It was silent. I didn't have any music on. It was nobody around. And during that experience, it was so scary because I had never literally gone into myself like that. I was like, what is happening to me? And words started coming to me, things started coming to me about myself that I didn't realize. Like, I can remember during that experience hearing that I was a healer. And so that was different because before then I was a mom and I was a principal or I was a content creator. But to hear from my own brain while I'm sitting by myself on the floor like a fool in the closet that I was a healer actually was kind of overwhelming. So I started to cry and I just fell out. I think I fell out on the floor in the closet. Some other things came, but I came out of that experience like a believer in meditation, and I would then start to do it every day. And that brought down my stress. It increased my focus. And my life has never been the same. My life has been on a trajectory that has been awesome and amazing ever since I picked up meditation. So, another thing about stress in me is I was diagnosed with diabetes last March. I beat it in August. I'm no longer on medication. I'm eating well. I feel good. However, what I did notice is that it didn't matter how good I ate or how much I exercised. If I was stressed, my sugars went up. My sugar went up. And I asked my doctor, I was like, does stress alone cause your diabetes sugar to go up? And she was like, yes. I was like, I was shocked because even though I was eating right and exercising, it didn't matter because I still had stress. And the stress was causing my sugar to remain high. So I had to make a conscious decision and make a promise to myself. Lakisha, you can't get stressed. When you get stressed, you're going to get sick. So in studying stress, there is a hormone called cortisone hormone that releases sugar when you're stressed. It releases sugar when you're stressed. Who knew? Like, I didn't know. So you all, if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, you have to be really careful with stress because cortisone releases sugar into your system. So when you get stressed, you get a high level of sugar, and sugar is just so not good for your body. So I wanted to start off with my story around stress. Like, I have been through a lot of high stressful situations, not just career-wise, personally in the past. I just been through a lot of stressful situations. And so I want to come on here today to talk to you about how to deal with mental and emotional health. Because it doesn't matter. I've been talking about meal planning. I've been talking about exercising. But meal planning and exercising means nothing if you're mentally and emotionally drained, stressed, depressed, anxiety, all that good stuff. Right? Right. All right. So let's see who else came into the room. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Scorpio 1971. Oh my gosh. And Scorpio 1971, I know you told me your name before. Can you put it in the chat again? I need to write your name down. I am so sorry. Trika's in the building. Hey, Trika. And who else? Diamond. If I gave you diamonds and pearl. Hey, Diamond. All right, my tribe is here, y'all. Thank y'all for coming back over here to this little old channel called Lakisha Loves to Plan. And there go Jetta. Hi, Jetta. Hey, girl. All right, y'all. So, anyway, so one last thing I want to say. If you follow my YouTube channel, you notice I didn't make any videos this week. I didn't make any videos this week. I was going to make videos, but I was off work this week and I felt like I just needed a break. I need a break from making videos. I need a break from planning. And so I just flowed with my energy this week. If I wanted to lay in the bed, I just lay in the bed. If I wanted to get up and work on something, I just did it. But I didn't have a desire this week to make videos, so I didn't. Hey, it's like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be full force next week because I'm back at work and be back on my schedule and everything. So I'm coming with some videos next week. So thank you for your patience, but I needed a break from making videos and I feel good and I feel refreshed. But that is another thing that we're going to talk about when it comes to stress. You have to give yourself a forced break. You have to give yourself a forced break. You know how on your car you pull up that you pull up that emergency brake? Like all of us need to pull up that emergency brake sometime and just stop. Just stop doing everything and just be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did this week, which was very helpful. So comment in the chat, y'all. Let's get to start talking about mental and emotional health. Comment in the chat. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being low stress, 5 being high stress, how stressed are you normally during the week? I just want to gauge like where you are with your stress. On a scale of 1 to 5, how stressed are you? And put the number, put 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in the chat. How stressed are you normally on a normal week? Do you think? You know, just self-diagnosis. What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Because we're going to talk about mental and emotional health and how it is very connected. Everything is connected, y'all. Your emotions is connected to your mental, and your emotions and your mental are connected to your physical, okay? And what you eat and what you say out your mouth, all of this is all connected, okay? So to teach these things, you have to parse them out. So I can't teach everything at the same time, but I have to piecemeal everything about you to teach it to you. But in actuality, everything's connected. Everything's connected. So don't think because I'm going to the gym and I'm eating right, but then when I get to work, I got headaches, I'm stressed out, I have anxiety. That means it's not going to, the eating right and the exercising is not really going to have an effect. You also need your mental and emotional health in effect. Okay. So let's see what we have. We have on a scale of 1 to 5. Oh Lord, Vicky says 7. Vicky, is that 7 on a scale of 1 to 5? Oh, that's not good. Theodore Linda said 3. Mama Michelle said 1. That's really good. Hi, Nikki Nicole. Nikki Nicole said 4.5. Good morning. Good morning. Kimberly said 3. Okay, 5. Okay, but it's probably 7. You were probably right the first time, Vicky. 7. Trika said workplace stress gets me sometimes. Yeah. So I'm glad you said that, Trika, because you know what? People talk about stress like stress is bad. Stress is bad. Our bodies are built to stress out. Did you know that? Oh Lord, Diamond, you said 12. You know what? Somebody help Diamond. She said she had a 12 on a scale of 1 to 5. Okay, Diamond, you gotta listen close, okay, boo? Listen close, Diamond. All right, y'all. Don't have me laughing on here while I'm trying to be serious. Okay, I'm trying to be serious over here. All right, so Trika, you got me thinking because I wanted to share that too. Like, stress is what our bodies are built for. Our bodies are made to handle stress, but it's like the excessiveness of stress. And I'm gonna tell you, being a woman, especially a Black woman, you have so many expectations from other people. I mean, if you're a YouTuber, your community has expectations of you. If you are a spouse, your husband has expectations on you. You know, a lot of single people say they wish they had husbands, but they need to talk to a lot of married people, make sure they want to have a husband. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of expectations. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta have kids, and depending on how we grew up or how we stress is how we take care of our kids. So there's a lot of dynamics that are put on not just Black women, but anyway, women have, we're expected to do so much. Like women, even if we have like full-time jobs, you're expected to be the caretaker of the home and the caretaker of the kids. I mean, you're expected to do so much at one time. And I believe the word multitasking came from seeing a woman work, because that's what we do. So stress, too much stress, leads to a lot of sickness, heartache, pain, depression, anxiety. It just bubbles over into these big mountains of just really harsh things. And then we have to just sit and get still and think about how we can do things differently. That's the key, y'all. Y'all just think about just how can you do things a little different. You don't have to change your whole world. But if you can sit in a dark closet and just be still, like just do it. Like let's just make some small changes to relieve some of the stress that we have. And I want to talk to you about some of the small changes you can make. All right. So I wanted to give you, because I was like, I'm talking about mental and emotional health. And this is going to be a little difficult, but I wanted to see like what's the difference between mental health and emotional health. And y'all, it is a difference. People say mental and emotional health, but what really is mental and emotional health? So let's start with mental. So I found out that mental health is how your mind processes and understands information. Okay, so it's how you make your decisions, is what you pay attention to. Mental health is how you process and understand information, your mental health, right? Emotional health, down here at your heart, is your ability to manage and express your emotions that arise from things you're going through or things you're learning. So this is managing and expressing. This is absorbing information. And so sometimes these are misaligned. Your mental health, you can be very healthy mentally. You can be very strong at processing and analyzing anybody. You ever hear anybody tell you, oh, girl, you're so smart? Okay, they're talking about this right here. You got a great way of processing and understanding information. But they say you smart, but girl, you always stressed out. That's this. Your ability to manage your emotions and express your emotions come down here. So they are not the same, okay? And you can be strong emotionally. You can emotionally regulate yourself. Like I feel like I regulate my emotions very well, right? So I feel like my emotional regulation is good. But sometimes this right here, process and understanding, I'll be like, no, I don't feel like hearing that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Okay, Diamond, you said repeat the definition. Okay. So, Diamond, mental health is how your mind processes and understands information. Okay, how your mind processes and understands information. So, usually, some people are affected by mental health. The way they process and understand information is not like the average person, and they may struggle, right? But then you have emotional health. Emotional health is your ability to manage and express your emotions when they arise because of an experience you had or something you learned. Okay, so this is managing and expressing your emotions. So you ever hear somebody say, I go from 0 to 100 real quick? I go from 0 to 100 real quick. That's emotional health. Okay. You ever hear somebody say, oh, I really don't understand that, or I think differently from you. I don't think like everybody else. They're talking about their mental health. And then the emotional health is regulating your feelings, your emotions, and how you express yourself. See, people don't think that's emotional health. They don't think what I say out my mouth and how I say it out my mouth is part of emotional health. But yes, it is. Let me tell you my story. I grew up really poor in the hood. Okay. So for me, I wasn't taught to express myself. I was taught to just fight. Oh, you talking bad about me? Pop! That's all I was taught to do. It was nothing but a thing. I just walk up to somebody and slap them. It was nothing but a thing. That's what I was taught. But then as I got older, I was like, I can't be doing that. I'm not gonna be able to keep a job to sustain myself if I'm going around slapping my bosses and stuff when they get on my nerves. So so I had to learn how to manage my expression, how I express myself, how I talk to people. I learned how to slow down when I'm mad. Y'all remember that whole thing? I don't know if y'all watched it with the Sharon Osbourne and what's the black lady name? What's the black lady name? Oh my God, what's her name? Somebody tell me if you know what I'm talking about. And when Sharon Osbourne started setting it off on her, she got real calm. Did y'all see that? She got like abnormally calm for a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Because she had that. Sherry Underwood. Come on, Diamond, with the thank you. But she was practicing that emotional, that expression and managing that in that moment. I thought it was beautiful that she did that, because if she would have given into her real emotions, because I know in my head what she was thinking. I already know she wanted to get up and do some slapping. I know what she really wanted to do. But she did not do it. She did not do it. She remained calm. And because of her calmness, it brought awareness to this racial issue that was happening with Sharon Osbourne. Okay. So Sherry Underwood, thank y'all. Yeah. So I'm just saying, if you see somebody popping off, or somebody who gets really depressed real fast, or they get excitable real fast, or they have suicidal thoughts and tendencies, that all has to do with your managing expression. Now, for your mental health, this is about strengthening your processing of information. So for mental health, you really want to, like, meditation is something that you can do to strengthen mental health and emotional health, but mostly mental health, because like I could be at work, somebody's talking to me, and I might process what they saying wrong. I might think they saying something mean when they really not. Right? So that's like how am I processing what people are doing and what people are saying and the information that's coming from them? How am I taking what's coming in and interpreting it? Like, that's my mental health, right? So those are the differences. The difference is you process. Mental health is where you process information. Emotional health is where you manage and express. Process, manage, and express. So now when you put them both together, this is your personality. This is your, am I doing it right? It's like rubbing your stomach and your head at the same time. Am I doing this right? My heart's here and my head's here. Okay. Okay. I think I got it right now. All right, y'all. So this together is your personality. It's your soul. So if your soul is at not at ease, and if you're stressed out because your soul is not at ease, it's going to be hard for you to move forward. It's going to be hard for you to make changes. It's going to be hard for you to recognize what's good and what's bad in your life. So y'all, when I tell you, this is the last thing I'm talking about in health, but it's the most important. It's the most important. Your mental and emotional health is more important than exercise. It's more important than meal planning. It's the thing that sustains you. It's the thing that you identify with. It's the thing that you give to others. It's your personality. It's your soul. If this is not right, let me tell you something. Everybody around you is going to be off. I am the mom of 4 kids in this house and a husband. And let me tell you something. When these two are off, everybody in here feel it. Okay? Everybody around me feels it. It's like a whirlwind. And I came to the realization, and when I was young, I didn't care. I didn't care who felt it, who didn't. But now that I'm older, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to put people I love through the pain that I'm dishing out. I don't want to put people I love through that. So I need to get myself together. I need to work on myself. I know people like, you're selfish because you're always talking about working on yourself. Working on yourself is ungodly. No, that's all not right. You got to work on yourself, y'all. If you don't work on yourself, it manifests in ugly things. Okay? So that's what we're talking about today. So I want to talk to you about, some things that causes this imbalance in your mental and emotional health and gives you stress. Okay. Like, for example, anxiety. I suffer from panic attacks. A lot of people don't know this, but I used to have really bad panic attacks, like in my early 30s. And my panic attacks will come when I was in small spaces. Like, I remember driving home. Oh no, the grass man is coming. Please don't start. Oh gosh, y'all might have to hear grass, because if that grass man come over here cutting that grass, making up all that noise. All right, let me hurry up because I think they're about to cut the grass, y'all. But anyway, I used to suffer from panic attacks, and when I would drive in tunnels, you know how you drive through tunnels, and sometimes the traffic is heavy, and I used to get stuck in those tunnels, I would get panic attacks. Or if I would drive in parking lots like in the city with those low ceilings, and that you got to drive up and spiral up like this. I would get major panic attacks in places like that, to the point where I felt like I was going to die. I would have to roll the window down because it felt like somebody was suffocating me. It was just really bad. And so I know what it feels like to have anxiety and panic attacks. And people ask me, like, how did you get over it? I say by the grace of God. I think I got over it by just making the decision that I was just going to forgive people in my life. I think my thing was unforgiveness. And sometimes panic and anxiety comes from a traumatic event. Either it comes from a one-time traumatic event, or panic and anxiety comes from like ongoing trauma. Okay. So panic and anxiety can come from one event, or it can come from ongoing trauma. And so you have to do the work to figure out the source of the panic and anxiety. Figure out the source of it, and then try to deal with it spiritually. Try to go to counseling on that thing. Try to do something so you can diminish that panic and anxiety. Diamond, you say you too? Yeah. Theodore Linda said you have to decide to work on you. Yes. Oh, it was long bridges for you, Diamond? Okay, yeah, I can see that. I hate bridges too. I hate bridges. I don't care if they're long or short. I don't want to be above no water, suspended above water. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Oh, gosh. Michelle said, nothing wrong with working on you. There they go with the, y'all let me know if y'all can hear the daggone grass, man. Oh, my gosh. Nothing wrong with working on you. Though the outward man perishes, the inward man is renewed day by day. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle, for that. We can work on ourselves with God. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes, when you're quiet, it's just you and God. It's like nobody else. It's like sometimes you absolutely know God is with you because nobody else has gotten you through. I used to suffer really bad from loneliness. I used to have heart pains. My heart would feel like somebody was taking a screwdriver and twisting it like this. And it wouldn't be nobody in the room but me, that heart pain, and God. And I remember saying, Lord, please take this pain away. I had no idea why it was there. Now I've realized years later, after I've gotten counseling, that the reason why I was having that pain because I had abandonment issues from a child, being abandoned a couple times. So that twist was coming from abandonment, but I had no idea at the time. And all I could do was call on God. And every time I called on God, the pain went away, but the pain would keep coming back. So I had to make a decision to go to counseling to figure out why am I getting this heart pain? I had no idea. And sometimes it's so subconscious, like what you're going through mentally and emotionally. It's so subconscious, you don't even know what it is. You don't know why you're in pain. You don't know why you're having a panic attack. It's not on the forefront. But let me tell you about meditation. Oh, y'all, I am a believer in meditation. Every time I meditate, it surfaces feelings that I didn't even know I had. I remember one time my daughter, she was going through something medically, and I was helping her out. I'm like, baby, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. I thought I was okay. Oh, by the way, y'all, Trika gave me this. This is a gift from Trika. Do y'all like my necklace? Thank you, Trika. Anyway, yeah, I was like, it's going to be okay, baby. It's going to be okay. And then I went to go meditate because I meditated every morning. And in my meditation, I realized I was extremely sad. I had no idea I was sad about my daughter. I had no idea, y'all. I'm serious. And when I meditated, I opened my eyes. I was like, I'm sad. And I need to sit in it and honor that I'm sad that my daughter is going through this medical little situation. And so, because I acknowledged that I was sad, I was able to deal with it, help my daughter, and help myself. So meditation is so good to help you unearth some unconscious things. Theodore Linda said, I also have been dealing with loneliness and figuring out why it's so heavy on my heart. Yeah, loneliness is very serious, but loneliness comes out of, just like panic attacks and anxiety, loneliness comes out of some sort of situational trauma or ongoing trauma that you might have to go to counseling for. Like, I'm a life coach. I tell people all the time, I am not a certified counselor. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist, even though I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I do have a bachelor's degree in psychology. So, but I am not a psychologist. So I often coach people into going to counseling because that is something that unearths some deep things from your childhood that as a life coach, I don't do. As a life coach, I take you from where you are right now to where you want to go. That grass man is so loud out there. I don't know if y'all can hear that grass man, but I can hear it. It's driving me nuts. And I hope they don't come. Do they come? I hope they don't come every Saturday at 10 because they'll not really be mad. But here's some other things, y'all. Body image. Body image will bring on stress and mental and emotional anguish. Confidence. Not being confident in yourself will bring on mental and emotional anguish. Depression. Your family and your friends. No new friends. Your family and your friends will bring on mental and emotional stress. Illness, if you are sick, if you have an ailment or disease, that brings on stress on top of the ailment and on top of the disease. You got the stress sitting on top of it. Grief and loss. If you lost someone recently or long time ago that was very close to you and you haven't dealt with it emotionally, you haven't gotten counseling for it, it can manifest into panic attacks, anxiety, depression. Grief can manifest into these physical things. Okay, wait, I need to go back up. Okay, Michelle said it's not loud for us. Sounds like a low hum. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Theodore Linda said, yes, I'm a life coach with a counselor. Learning to deal with my issues allowed me to help others. Yeah, that's right. Everybody needs, I would tell everybody, even if you feel like you're just fine, still have a counselor because counselors are great. Counselors just sit there and listen to you talk. And I love it. I love going to a counselor because all the attention is on me. You know what I'm saying? So counseling is, if you have not experienced going to a counselor, try it out. Most jobs have counseling as part of their insurance. I know Barack Obama, when he was in office, he wanted every insurance company to include counseling. So you may have counseling and not even know it on your insurance. Vicky said, I'm in therapy and have a psychologist. Yes, that's excellent, Vicky. Yes, and that's really, really helpful to a lot of people. Aging, getting older can be stressful and work on you mentally and emotionally. Aging, being a new parent. Oh my gosh, having a newborn is so stressful. um, you had the postnatal depression and everything like that. So it's a lot that goes on with stress. So I want to give you, before I leave today, I want to give you some things that you can think about in combating your stress. Like, how do you get rid of the stress? Like, what are some things that you can do to minimize the stress, okay? Or manage. I like to say manage. I don't like to tell humans to just not have any stress or don't fear. Stress and fear are just part of being human, but some people manage stress and fear better than others, and they use tools. They use tools to manage it. So I want to share with you some of these tools to manage your mental and emotional health. Now, the number one everybody knows about, but nobody hardly does. That's exercise. Exercise is not only good for your body. Exercise has been known to alleviate depression, anxiety, stress. Exercise is great for your mental and emotional health. You may not think it is, but it is. It's very good. Theodore Linda said Biden put the same program back in effect, so if you need to go online and get it. Oh, that's amazing, Theodore Linda. Theodore Linda, if you have any links that you can share with us in the chat, go ahead and share with those links too. I appreciate that. So exercise. Another thing is sleep. Your body and your mind need sleep. Your brain rejuvenates itself at night. But if you're only getting like 5 hours of sleep, you need at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep, y'all. Anything under 6 hours is not enough sleep, especially for a grown adult. You got a lot to do. You got to make your body rest. Rest your body. It also helps you with your emotional regulation. You're not sleepy. Some people are operating sleepy and tired all day. They sleepy and tired all day, but they're functioning sleepy and tired. So you don't want to do that. Like, try to go to bed early, all right? So you can get some adequate rest. Also, they said play. I like this one because I have a hard time with this one. Well, not really. I mean, for me, work is play. Like what I'm doing right now, this is play for me. I absolutely love it. But sometimes I just need to step away from this, like I stepped away from the videos, and just have fun doing absolutely just mindless stuff. So play. Now, some people play too much. Some people don't play at all. So you have to strike a balance with play. Hey, Karen, good to see you. Good morning. Another way you can combat stress is eating well. So if you want to know how to eat better, go back to the meal planning video that I did a couple weeks ago. We had a good time. Also, I have a free meal planner in the Facebook group. So I have a free exercise planner and a free meal planner in the Facebook group. So make sure you go there to download those things. Oh, I love this one. To alleviate stress, give. Just give. I started a nonprofit about 7 years ago, and it brings joy to my life. Around Christmas time, I am a different person. I am so joyous at Christmas time, and people just say, oh, Keisha just loves Christmas. That's why she's so happy. It's part of the reason why I'm happy, because I do love Christmas. That's why I got a big old Christmas tree right here up all year long. But I also have a nonprofit, and I live to see the joy on the faces of the families and the children that we give Christmas gifts to. So that brings me joy, is just to give. So what giving brings you joy? Can you share that with me in the chat? What giving brings you joy? Maybe when you help people find a job, that brings you joy. Maybe if you help a child learn how to read, that gives you joy. Maybe if you help a teenager make the right decisions, that gives you joy. Maybe if you give to a charity or you volunteer at church. Like, tell me in the chat, what brings you joy when you give? Like, what's joyous giving to you? What does it mean to have joyous giving? And I would say, do it more often. Whatever brings you joy in terms of giving, I want you to give more often, okay? Because I notice people who don't give, they're not as happy. as people who give, because the giver benefits more than the receiver. So if you're the type of person you just want to receive, I want free stuff. I want you to give me that. When you finish with that, can you give it to me? I want that. I want. People like that are not as happy as people who give. Let me give you something for free. Let me give you some advice. Let me give you some of my time. Okay. So let's see. Michelle said giving to those in need or those who just don't expect it. Oh, that's what you like to do. Yes, I love that. Yes, surprise giving. That's like the best. Karen said, when I support veterans in any capacity. Yes, Karen, absolutely. Karen is a veteran and she likes to support veterans. And I think that's wonderful because only veterans know what veterans go through. So that's important. Theodore Linda said, helping at the shelter brings me joy. So, yeah, so I would say kick it up a notch. If you haven't helped somebody in a long time, go ahead and start helping. It helps this right here, that emotional health. It helps that emotional health. Just make you feel good, right? It also says value yourself. That's how you can relieve stress, by valuing yourself. And setting goals, right? Setting goals, quieting your mind. I keep talking about meditation. It's like it's been a game changer in my life. Break up the monotony. Y'all, some of us are stressed because we're just utterly bored with our freaking lives. So do something different. If you normally walk to the right to go to work, next time just walk to the left. Just break up the monotony. Do something different in your life. Do something you've never done before. Do something a different way. Cook a new meal. I don't care what it is. Just break up the monotony, because actually your brain is not meant to be bored. Your brain is not meant to get up, go to work, come home. 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 Eventually your brain gonna be like, get up, go to work, come home. So what else are you doing with your life? Do something different. Do something fun. Do something different. Like break up the monotony, and that will relieve your stress. I think I am really good at my job. Like I'm hardly stressed in my job, because when I get off work, I got a whole nother life. My life is not my job. So that's why I'm happy at work, because as soon as I get off, I'm not thinking about work. I'm thinking about other things. And it's very therapeutic for me. So it makes me happy. And then I'm better at my job. I'm a better person at my job, because I don't have to think about my job all day long, even when I'm not at work. So what works for you? What works for you? Okay. Oh, the counseling, the word of God. Tanya, that's excellent. Yes, being a teacher. Yes, teacher of the word. Theodore Linda said, renew your mind daily in the word of God. Yes, Tanya, absolutely. People who prayer is a form of meditation. I don't know if you all knew that, but when you pray, you close your eyes, you go into yourself, and you look up. That's meditation. Prayer is meditation. So the more you pray, the more you read God's word. God's word is so edifying. I got like 5 Bibles over here. I could just crack up one open. I got scriptures in my journal. Let's see what the scriptures say. This one says, I got one right here on this page. It says, pleasant words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. Proverbs 16:24. So I got the word all around me. You know what I'm saying? So some people keep the word in their clothes. You got clothes. DMX, rest in peace. He had Exodus 1:7 tattooed on his neck. And so I researched it. I said, why does he have Exodus 1:7? So I looked it up. And Exodus 1:7 talks about being fruitful and multiplying. And his newest son, he has a little son. His name is Exodus. So he had the word tattooed on his neck. So let me tell you, you just keep the word, you keep yourself surrounded with the word. That's powerful. Karen said, unpredictable. Sometimes I take different routines and get to my favorite places. That's good. That's good. You might see new things. You might be like, oh, it's a museum over there. I didn't even know. How about we just go to the museum? You may see something new. That's good, Karen. Theodore Linda said, especially if your home is also your office, if you do nothing after work makes home a stressful place. Yes, yes. That's why I don't have a separate office. At first I was like, I need a separate office because I work from home. So I was like, I need a separate office from this one because this is my play. This is my play area. You see, I be playing in here. I be doing my little Bible journaling in here, and I do my planning in here, my crafting in here. But I also do my work in here because this room makes me feel good. It relieves my stress. And then after I'm working, I put my computer down, I close my computer up, and I walk away. You got to walk away. And then I have the rest of my house doesn't look like this, by the way, y'all. I hope y'all know that. I hope y'all don't think Lakisha's whole house look like this, because it does not. My house is like farmhousey, so it's very clean, a lot of white and black stuff, grays. The rest of my house is very different from this room. You'll be surprised when you walk through here, like, this is your house, because you just see this room. But this is the only room that looks like this. So, yeah, so that's how I break up the monotony. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because each room is different. I don't know. All right, what else does it say? Be aware. Be aware. Be aware when you are getting emotionally aroused and you're getting stressed. You can actually feel the stress coming on if you're aware. And being aware is very important because then you can decide what to do with it instead of just not being aware and operating blindly. So that's good. Being aware is good. Think before you act. Some people don't think, they're impulsive, they just act. But how about you think before you act? That's really good. Strive for balance. I know people say there's no such thing as balance, but it's not. But you can strive for it. It's not going to stop me from striving for balance. There's really not balance, but it's not going to stop me from striving for it. Connect with others. That's another way you can relieve stress. I love this one. I have very good friends that I can just talk to about anything, and I can connect with them. And, I'm the type of person, when I get upset, I like to talk it out. After I talk it out, I'm done. I'm not upset anymore. And so to be able to talk that out with my friends. So how do you interact with others? How do you interact with others to keep your mental and emotional health straight? What do you do? Do you talk to them? Do you have to go out and have fun? Do you just, sit and listen to them? Like, connecting with others is really important. Even pets, like even connecting with pets. Pets are great for relieving stress. So if you don't have a pet, maybe you want to get a cat, dog, fish, hamster, I don't care what it is, but just taking care of a pet and loving on a pet, you focus on the pet. Like, you don't focus on anything else. Like, I got a new dog, and when I say I was mad because I had to stop and focus on the dog was making me slow down, and I was mad because I didn't want to slow down. But now I'm used to the dog now. Now I just stop, go downstairs, play with the dog. His name is Marco. I keep saying the dog. His name is Marco, and he's a sweetie little puppy. He's just sweet. He's sweet. But Marco, sometimes I ain't got time for no Marco. But Marco's sweet. And my children love him. They take good care of Marco. But as you can see, I smile when I talk about little Marco. Okay, it's a stress reliever, I must admit. Hi, Erica. Good morning. Find purpose and meaning. Find purpose and meaning in your life. Shut up, Diamond. She talking about polo. Diamond! You know what? I can't. Diamond, are you going to go wild? I can't wait to meet you in person. We're going to have some fun. Who's going to go wild? Okay, I digress. I'm going. It's in March. Talk about Marco Polo. She is so crazy. Diamond, are you going to go wild, honey? Are you going to the planner conference? That's what I'm asking. All right. And another thing is to stay positive. Yay, Michelle is going. I'm going to give Michelle the biggest hug she ever got in her life when I see her in person. You know what? Diamond said she go wild every day. That's another thing that relieves stress, y'all. Laughter. You ever meet people that never laugh? I feel sorry for them. Y'all gotta laugh. Just take the time out to just laugh. Laughing is a huge stress reliever. I'm telling y'all. Oh, Adrian, I get to meet you in person. I'm gonna give you a big old hug, honey. Yeah, and Adrian, bring some of those Mary Kay samples with you to go wild, girl. Bring some of the Mary Kay samples, girl. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, it is a planner conference that if you are in the planner community, which means if you plan in little things like this, you in the planner community, you can attend an international conference where about 1,400 people, it used to be all women, now we have some men, come and just enjoy each other and plan together and get free stuff and socialize. It is so fun. It is extreme, and it's empowering because we have guest speakers who are very positive. So it's great. I encourage everybody to do something like that. That's a stress reliever. Just attending a fun conference, not a conference for work. Not a conference for work. I'm talking about something fun that you're interested in. They have crafters conferences. Did y'all know that Pinterest has a conference? It's called, anybody know what the Pinterest conference is called? I think it's called, what's it called? PinCon? I don't know what the heck it's called. But I know me and Trika, I think Michelle too, was talking about going to this Pinterest conference. I might go to this Pinterest conference. That thing look like it's on fire. They got planning. They got all kinds of stuff at this Pinterest conference, y'all. I can't wait till the world open back up. I'm going to be going to all these fun conferences in addition to the conference at work. Okay? Yes, Diamond, it's March 2022, and right now they're having it was supposed to be in this June, but right now they're having people decide whether they want to get their ticket money back or transfer their ticket. So they're going to be opening this conference up again because some people are not going to be able to go and they're going to want their money back. So when they open this conference up, you'll be able to pay and you'll be able to go. All right. So yeah. So that's it. You all, I can't iterate enough that, you know, counseling is great. Meditation is great. Having a support system around you is great. And even if you have to take medication, that's great too. I'm so sick of this negative stipulation about medication. But medication works. Medication helps. Now you have to find the right medication. Like you don't want medication that's going to have side effects and make you feel worse. But if you take medicine that makes you feel better, don't stop taking your medicine. Keep taking the medicine. Okay? If the medicine makes you feel good, it makes you function well, it has your mental and emotional health, makes you regulate better, take the medication. Don't look at it negatively if it's working. Now, if it's, you know, side effects and stuff like that, you probably got to get with your, you know, your medical professional. But no, go ahead and take the medicine. Counseling, meditation, support, and medicine. All these things are so good to help us with our mental and emotional health. Not to mention, make sure you stay prayed up, spirituality on fleek. Get your spirituality. I can't see how people operate not even imagining that there's a bigger power that's that wants to help us, that helps us, that created us and wants to see us win. Like I can't imagine leaving it up to my own self to deal with my traumatic issues. So there is a higher power. God is out here. So rely on God, pray, meditate, read the Bible. The Bible's so edifying. Oh my God, every word in there, you'd be like, hey, thank you, Lord. So do all of these things. Do a combination of these things. Do some of these things. Do one thing on the list, y'all. And it shall relieve your stress. So I had a good time with this health-a-thon. I had a good time. I hope it's helping you prepare for the summer, preparing for the world opening back up with vaccines and everything. So next week, we are going to be working on time management. So I want to do a 4-part series on time management. Yes, because I noticed that we can't exercise, we can't meal plan, we can't take care of our mental and emotional health if we don't even know how to regulate our time. Hallelujah. So let's get into time management. So starting next Saturday, we're going to start with time management. Bring your pen and paper because it's going to be good. Okay. So thank y'all for coming. Let me read the last little bit of things in here. Karen says, Karen, thank you for being open and vulnerable. I appreciate your courage. She says she takes medication and that's all right. She said, I'm no longer ashamed. Yes. Woo. That's for Karen. Adrian said, oh, that y'all talk about go wild. Michelle said, look here, take the meds and let God do the rest. Amen. Use wisdom. Yes. Okay, I will be on the lookout. Thank you for sharing. This was great. Why we have been a good group. Linda, what you talking about, girl? Oh, you talking about time management? Linda, what you talking about? You're so welcome, David. Okay, y'all. I gotta go. But I want you to, oh, that's my way Academy people calling me, y'all. I gotta go, but I want you to have a great Saturday. Be blessed. This is Self-Love Saturday. What y'all gonna do today? What y'all gonna do today to get some love to yourself, okay? What y'all gonna do today to get some love to yourself? I want you to do at least one thing, okay? One thing that you love to do. You love to go shopping, just go on Amazon and get something, you know? If you love to spend time with your kids, go ahead and put your tennis shoes on and go outside with your child, just run around. If you love to hang out with your friends, call your friends up, say, girl, what you doing today? Do something for yourself. And until next Saturday, I hope you're blessed and I will see you soon. Oh, wait. You said time management. Thank you, Theodore Linda. Yeah, Theodore Linda, you saying you've been good, but you know that's you. We need some other people, you know what I'm saying? Plus, Theodore Linda been through Success My Way Academy, so she already know about time management, you know what I'm saying? Because we dive real deep into it. Now, Theodore Linda, I ain't gonna get as deep as I do in the academy because you gotta pay you gotta come to the academy, Success My Way Academy to get the good stuff. Theodore Linda, we're gonna touch on light time management, you know what I'm saying? We get real deep in the academy, but we're gonna touch a little lightly here, okay? All right. Thank y'all, everybody. I enjoy y'all every Saturday, and I'll see you next time.